Did you know that every self-help book has one idea in common? Stay tuned because I'm going to give you the secret sauce. Hey there, welcome back. So today I want to dive into the world of self-improvement. I've been reading a lot of books lately, the big names that you probably know. Think and Grow Rich. There is Rich Dad, Poor Dad, talked about it a lot. 7 Habits of Highly Effective People. They go on and on. There's an endless amount of books and they're all amazing. They each offer their own unique insights, but they all have one core theme. And that one common core theme, are you ready for this? Your automatic mind is the single most important determinant of your success in every situation. Yes, I said every situation. What? So if you're curious what automatic mind is, then I have a previous video. If that link works, I don't know how to do this really. I'm just pointing at a plant, but hopefully a link shows up for you. Your automatic mind, in short, is your self-image, your internal autopilot, what you do without thinking about it. It's who you are as a person that you believe you are. Let's think about this. How many times have you set a New Year's resolution that you didn't keep? Oh, I don't know, how old am I? That's probably one for every year. And how many times have you been like 110% into doing something, like super pumped on, I'm going to do this, and then 2 weeks later, you don't even think about it anymore? The truth is, you can read all the books in the world, you can go to all the seminars, you can even hire a personal life coach to help you with these problems. But if that internal image that you have of yourself doesn't change, doesn't align with what your new goals are going to be, then you will self-sabotage and not even know you're doing it. It is literally impossible to act outside of that image for any extended period of time. You can get a lot of motivation and you could bump outside of it for short term, but then you'll go back to the way it was. That's why motivation is temporary. It gets us psyched up for a weekend and then goes away. The first step to achieving all those things you want to achieve starts here. Here. It has to, or it will never happen. This concept that the self-image is the single most important thing actually resonates through various schools of thought. There is the neuro-linguistic programming, NLP, which is all about reframing your internal dialogue. There's Stoicism, one of my favorite philosophies. It's all about cultivating virtue and aligning your actions with your values, and your values being your internal self. In Buddhism, it's all about overcoming limiting beliefs and cultivating self-awareness. We could go on and on with tons of examples, but you probably already believe it. I mean, it's not like this is something you haven't heard before. It's just, I feel like it hasn't been emphasized enough. Like, this is literally the key to everything. How do we go about practically applying this to our life then? You'll hear challenge limiting beliefs, practice affirmations, visualize your success, surround yourself with positive influences, focus on personal growth. There's a lot of logical things you can do, and that people will suggest, books will suggest, coaches will suggest. But here is the secret sauce. I like to talk a lot about the 3 minds: the logical, the emotional, and the automatic. So your automatic mind is what we're talking about, your self-image. And all those things that people suggest are for your logical mind. We're missing the emotional mind. The secret sauce is you have to take all of those thoughts you're using to change your internal self and infuse them with emotion. Emotion? That sounds ridiculous, Jonathan. It sounds silly, but it's true. In Think and Grow Rich, Napoleon Dynamite, Dynamite. Sorry. In Think and Grow Rich, Napoleon Hill literally says to infuse those thoughts with emotion when working on your, he calls it auto-suggestion. In Psycho-Cybernetics, which is literally an entire book by Dr. Maltz talking about changing your self-image, it says that when you are using your imagination to visualize these changes in yourself, to focus on the details of the situation, of the wind blowing over your skin, moving the hairs on your arm, the warmth that you feel around you. See, the thing is to make it real to your mind is you have to experience it wholly. You have to use your whole imagination. And that doesn't happen with just your logical mind. You have to infuse it with your senses and your emotions. I like to watch a YouTuber called Myron Golden, that everybody does. He's really a phenomenal speaker. But one of the videos I was listening to the other day, he was talking about how you have to hate poverty to be wealthy. And he went on a tangent of how much he hates poverty, how much he hates that people don't have money and have to live under a bridge, how he hates that people have to eat junk food because they can't afford real food, how I felt inspired, like it burned inside of me, like poverty pisses me off. And those are the feelings that you have to use to make the big changes in your life. Infuse it with emotion, use anger, use love. Another one of the important things that Napoleon Hill says in Think and Grow Rich is he talks about love energy. He talks a lot about sex energy too. But one of the arcing points in the chapter is that every great person out there had a significant other that they were madly in love with that supported them. So yes, I do believe that having a supportive partner in the background is amazing and helped them achieve what they achieved. But I think just as importantly, it was the fact that they had that emotional connection, that those emotions were there. They were fired up over love. They were fired up over lots of things. Think about a lot of successful music artists. They write songs when they're sad or they're happy or they're depressed. Their best work only comes when they're emotional. In conclusion, I just want to say that self-improvement involves a lot of different tracks, a lot of paths, a lot of things you need to do. But you have to be the person you need to be before you can do the things you need to do. And in order to be a different person, it needs to start here. There's only one way to do it. I want to close with a really great quote by Mahatma Gandhi. I'm going to read this so I don't mess it up. So, your beliefs become your thoughts become your words become your actions become your habits become your values, and your values become your destiny.